You didn't hear about it? Or,
What?
I'm like still out at the mics and stuff, so I like hear
What?
the new comics.
Teddy
material.
Hansen getting beat up?
Yeah.
I heard.
but
I did
also
hear about
So
this.
funny.
What happened exactly?
Hey, I'm Chris Wood.
Yeah,
by
this
the
is our
way.
guest.
yeah, we have a guest.
This is our guest,
I'm,
Chris Wood.
Our comic affiliate knows these guys. Anyway, so fucking so Teddy Hansen got his ass beat by like a gargoyle. Just like a random dude was perched strangely when he got home to his stoop, and just like Teddy was like, "Hey, can I help you?" And the guy stood up and fucking cracked him. Like his fucking eyes fucked up.
Teddy, he came home. I presume from like a show or a mic or something, and came home and there was just a black dude sitting on his steps, and he was like, "Oh, hey, can I help you out?" The guy just stood up and fucked him up.
Just fucked him up.
Hilarious.
Like, it was like 2 weeks ago. He still got a black eye. Like he couldn't see.
How's
the guy
he
didn't
feel?
take anything. He just
It's
left.
so funny to think about an alt comic getting like beat up by a random black dude and like slowly kind of being a little racist now.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's gonna change you some way. You fucking come home. You're supposed to be safe, and you just.
I think that would definitely turn you up a degree.
Yeah, he'll be sitting there. He's an alt comic, so he'll probably be like at a Black Lives Matter rally. Then just a part of him will be like, I don't know. I don't know about all this.
He must have got hit so hard.
Like, why are you racist, Teddy? He's like, well.
One night I was walking home.
A guy. It's like, was he a black guy? Yeah, he was. He punched me in the face. He's just a black dude punched him for no reason.
It's so funny that he came down on the steps and it was just like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, hilarious.
And then walked. I don't think he took anything. I think it was just a.
Is this now? This is all just according to Teddy Hansen.
Yeah, but he's doing it as a bit that's unstructured, so he's just telling the actual story. So he's not like in joke form.
Yeah,
like
I just don't trust someone who's like, some guy kicked my ass for no reason. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
True.
I would definitely like to ask him
That's
about it.
a weird story. I would love to believe some guy was, like you said, perched up on his board.
Just picked one like the strangers, dude. Just like because you were home.
Oh my god.
But also, if you're a black dude and you see Teddy Hansen, you're gonna want to punch him in the face.
That's true.
You know you could probably fuck. Like,
Teddy's a great dude too, by the way.
He is a great
Teddy
dude.
is
I like him
actually.
a lot.
He's
a great dude.
He looks like he's not a great guy.
Though I don't see a lot of black people in Philadelphia taking him seriously. You know what I mean? Like if Teddy would not do well in the hood, is what I'm trying to say.
No, he's for the listener. He's got long blonde hair
and a mustache,
like a blonde Fu Manchu.
He's like a surfer dude kind of guy.
Nah,
A little bit.
Not
like
really.
A guy who hangs out on the boardwalk.
I don't think he
underneath
could surf though.
it. No.
He
seems
like
Seems more like a boogie boarder.
He's just carving it up. Like if I was out somewhere and I knew that, like somebody told me somebody's mad.
He
at
seems
me.
like a boogie board designer. Put it that way. He's a nice guy.
Teddy is.
But-
Dude, he looks like and talks like on stage. He talks like an alt comic that I would fucking hate.
Yes.
But then you get to know him and he's not. He's a great dude.
He's a nice guy.
He's also a Central PA bull.
What?
Yeah, I think he's like Chambersburg or Gettysburg.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's a good boy. He already had some reservations about black people going into that.
And then he got his ass
Yeah,
kicked.
maybe that's what happened. Maybe he had a few too many PBRs at the alt show. Came back and was like, "What are you doing on my porch?
Get down out there.
Get off there! What are you doing there?"
Man. Yeah, it's funny that he got hit because it's like always the least aggressive guy or the least guys you could picture being violent that get fucked up like in comedy.
Dude, how
Yeah.
hard do you think he screamed when he got punched? He was probably full like,
No, he was probably like, "Whoa, man!"
Yeah, well, he said he couldn't see, so it's like he's feeling his way along parked cars and
he's
like
just getting punched in the face. Like, I understand you're upset.
It's systemic, bro. I get it.
Jesus, that must have sucked.
Yeah, so we're here with the.
I would have fucked that guy up, man. He would have came down. I'm like, oh yeah.
You got to do
Pop, pop,
jujitsu.
pop, pop. Oh
You
my
got your
God,
fucking Muay Thai.
He's just that's my daydream all day of
It's just a
some
random
any
street
guy
fight.
just coming up and just being like, what the fuck? You got
So
a
your
problem with me
daydream
being
is
like,
just beating the shit out of a black guy,
any guy.
but
Black guy will do. He can get
Black
up.
guy
He can
will
get up in
do.
my guard. Yeah, he can get in my
Hey,
guard.
dude.
what happens if he gets
My
in your
guard, my guard doesn't discriminate, bro. My guard will put anyone in it.
Oh, I
Here's the thing,
know.
if that was happening to you, you would walk up to those steps differently than Teddy probably did.
He probably
Like,
walked
if
up
you-
the steps, saw a black guy on the steps, scratched his head, turned around, was like, "No, that's my house." Walked back up.
You sure I live here? All right.
Excuse me. Never mind. Walked away.
Well, like you would have hit him with like, oh, bro, or something like that, walking up.
I would have jumped over him and got to my door and been like, "Fuck you," and just opened up and went inside.
He would have two-pieced you.
I can't. Please, dude. I would get if I get inside, it's over.
If you get inside it, yeah. And
The average Street Fighter's coming wide, dude. I'm just like, hands to the head, boom. Double underhooks, please, dude.
It's scary stuff.
I would get
Please.
fucked up. I would get fucked up.
You would get fucked
Whenever
up?
I come home, I'm so tired. Like
you're so humble on the podcast.
I'm just saying, I don't like fighting, and we'll be tired.
You're more of a lover.
Oh my god,
Matt,
These
don't
fucking
come on,
guys.
Matt.
These guys. All right.
Well, to bring you into speed, or up to speed, whatever it is, Shane was just making Chris uncomfortable about sexuality in general. Which is odd. It's usually Shane's the one a bit uncomfortable.
No, I like to.
I don't think anyone was uncomfortable.
Nobody was uncomfortable, Matt. Now you're making it weird, dude.
What are you talking about?
Come on, you know what you're doing.
I'm just
Thank you.
I'm
Do you
setting the
live in New York?
stage.
Do you live in New
I
York?
actually just moved
It
to New
sounds
York.
like
I'm
you
setting
do.
the stage,
It
dude.
sounds-
I live in New York, and so like when I hear people like Matt, who's like sexually repressed, talk about sexuality like it's some funny fucking joke, it's like,
You have such
get
a.
over it, dude. Just get over it.
I'm over it, dude.
Please get over it.
I'm over it. I'm just trying to get the listeners up to speed.
Get over it, dude.
I mean, there's a lot of invisible forces in this room, dude. I'm trying to put them through sonically. You know what I'm saying?
What invisible forces?
Your hidden reservoir of compassion is
Exactly.
One
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm
Certainly.
like, I'm putting
Thank
this all
you.
into sound. It's anesthesia, dude.
So
It's
what
so-
you mentioned you were limitless right now?
No, dude. I see, and I got. This is why I hate starting them over.
You ate a yak neck or something? Would you?
No,
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you guys my theory about women's repressed sexuality, and
We can get into that, but what led you to this theory?
I told you I was just sitting there, just
No.
minding my
but
own
what
business.
the fuck was it
So
called?
old people
Some-
wanting a food.
Huh?
I can't remember it.
some mushroom you ate or some shit?
Oh no, I started taking lion's head mushroom.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's not psychoactive, dude.
I'm not saying it is psychoactive.
It's just a nootropic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I almost bought them.
I was
from
asking
Joe
you
Rogan.
about it.
What do you want to know about it?
What the fuck is it?
It just makes you smarter.
Is it from
Obviously,
GNC?
I am.
Makes you smarter.
Did you
Yeah.
go to GNC? Or
No,
yeah.
it's I listened to this podcast where Paul Stamets, that one I was telling you about, and he was talking about all these different mushrooms people eat for health, and this one apparently like it helps with like cell regeneration in your brain. So, I'm just making new neural connections. It's just like it's insane right now.
That's got to be crazy.
It's unbelievable. The heights I've ascended to intellectually right now are just like it's kind of tough talking to you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't see that.
I'm sorry. I'll do better. I apologize.
Jesus Christ. This is a rough one. There's a lot going on right now. So,
Yeah, you think I fuck a lot. I heard from somebody else that I heard from Shane
you
Gillis
heard
that you
you
fuck
heard
a
that
lot.
Shane was asking about you?
No, I heard that Shane Gillis told somebody that somebody's like, oh, you know Chris Wood, and you're like, yeah, he's funny, but he fucks a lot. And I heard that back
wait
to
a second.
me.
Why is
you
that
think
bad?
you think I would say to somebody, yeah, I know
That's
Chris
what I'm asking.
Wood,
Yeah.
but he fucks a lot.
No, not but. You'd be like, he's fun, saying a complimentary thing because you knew that that would be nice to say a nice thing about your friend. So those are the two things you told a guy, and then I heard that came back. Is that true?
What guy?
Do you think I fuck a lot?
You say you do.
Whoa! Do I really? I don't
For a
think I
while.
do.
For a while, when we lived together, there was a lot of fucking talking.
Yeah, I was a mess, dude.
That was just
I
guys.
know,
that was
but
just
that was-
I
guys
was
being
getting a lot of
guys,
food
dude.
poisoning.
That was
I
just
had
locker
food
room
poisoning a
talk,
lot.
dude.
There was a lot of locker room
That
talk.
was just locker room talk.
Yeah.
I
That was
I
very
fucking
fun. I
love
love that
it.
the toilet seat's still there.
Oh yeah,
It's a good time.
I love locker room talk.
I do too.
The things let you do to them. Before I went to bed last night, I started watching Trump, his debates, the highlights from that.
It's so funny.
Dude, I'm like going. It's like surreal to watch. Like, oh my, I can't believe that he actually
It's
did all
fucking
that.
insane.
Him versus Jeb Bush, dude, is so fucking
Yeah, he's
funny.
like, you got a lot more energy tonight, Jeb. You're
I
doing
was
good.
watching them debate, and it's literally, dude. It's like when we fuck around and we'll be trying to throw each other under the bus. They're just doing that.
Yeah,
There's
of
no
course.
way they're not laughing when they get done. They're like, "Ah, you motherfucker!" You got dude. They're like, "Yeah, but the people in Florida that try to put a casino that you and I," and then he's like, "Fuh," and it's like he gives a fuck.
I
Like
know.
the Bushes give a fuck if there's a casino in Florida. Like they're talking about someone from the Bush family was like, "What? They're putting a casino in Florida? Those poor people."
Not in Florida.
I gotta stop that. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, the fact that people watch that and take that seriously is so bizarre to me.
It is.
But I stood up against a casino. And he's like, Jeb, trust me, if I wanted a casino, I'd have one. If I wanted one, there'd be one there. I didn't want one there. Dude, it was...
Yeah, that's why he died, because he could shit talk. He was used to, like, reality TV and, like, I'm gonna banter with you in, like, a non-political setting where everybody else is, like, come up through regular political speeches and shit.
I was watching comics talk shit. I was watching, like, fat female comics making fun of Donald Trump, like, poorly at an open mic, and I was like, dude... If you let Donald...
So you're just at an open mic?
Yeah, basically. I was like, dude, if you gave the mic to Donald Trump for 40 seconds after one of these people, he would fucking eviscerate them. He's like, fat, almost unwatchable. Truly, not one moment where it was funny. Disgusting. She's disgusting. She's a fat pig. It's sad.
Dude. And that's a person who's trying to learn how to shit talk. He would still just blow away. But like politicians, like not used to that shit, man.
They're fucking weirdos, dude. The best is that one moment where you had the whole country watching him, and they're like, "You've called women pigs, ugly, fat," and you watch his face as he realizes. I'm watching, like the place is pin drop silent, and you see the moment when he goes, "Oh, I know what I'm going to say," and he goes, "Yeah, only Rosie O'Donnell."
Yeah,
and
you can
the
always,
whole crowd just like, this is a presidential election, dude.
Always see the comebacks.
Whole crowd's like, yes.
You can see the comebacks coming.
Yeah,
like, during his speech, like somebody will be talking, and he's like, he just gives a little subtle like nod or his whole face changes.
He sucks his face in.
And then he leans into the mic like that, and he's like, "Because you'd be in jail." And it's like, yes, dude, it's over.
It's so crazy to watch. But that thing where the lady, like, imagine people in a room like, all right, hit him with this one. There's no way he can weasel out of this. And he's like, yeah, only Rosie O'Donnell. The whole crowd goes,
fuck, he killed.
Damn.
So he's probably miserable now. Like, I think that's what he wanted to do.
Who?
He wanted that part, I feel like. Like, Trump, like, enjoyed fucking that.
He does that all day long. Did you ever read his Twitter? He hasn't stopped, bro.
I try not to.
He was just on Fox and Friends this morning. It was completely set up from what I saw. Really? Did you see that when he walked past?
Mm-mm.
So there was this thing. There was like a thing in the news cycle last week about how Trump just like all the press was at the White House, and Fox and Friends just so happened to be doing a Fox and Friends outside the White House. So Trump walks past all the press who are asking him questions and like, you know, fake news, out of my way, sits down at Fox and Friends like, thanks, you guys are a real news story, and like, you know, kind of does like that angle. Yeah, but so he doesn't stop, dude.
Maybe he's still having fun with it then, because he really enjoys that.
He lit on the Fox and Friends thing. He's talking about Kim Jong-un, and he was like, it's like he's trying to fuck with people right now, because at one point he was like, they're like, yeah, but isn't he like, what, from like a humanitarian perspective, how do you like call, you know, why are you being an ally with this guy? He's like, I'll tell you what, he's a tough leader. He's tough.
He's starving his whole country.
It's like when he tells his people to stand up, they stand up. God. I wish some of my people would do that.
Holy shit, he said that?
Yeah, on Fox and Friends, and people try to hold it to him. He's like, "Oh, please get over it."
I heard a conspiracy theory. You might love this. All right, so conspiracy theory that like Kim Jong Un is gonna disarm nuclear and stuff. It's gonna work out and whatever else, but he's only doing it because Putin is in his ear, being like, "You need to disarm whatever else to get Trump another 4 years and reelected after he solves the Korean crisis, so that Putin can still influence Trump and American stuff." That's a conspiracy theory I heard. I don't really believe it, but it's interesting.
Wrong.
All right, I don't know.
Debunked. I thought you were going to have him on the line on that.
Yeah, I thought you were going to jump in and be like, this would be interesting. It would certainly work, and it would just hit me with a wrong.
If he hadn't taken Lionhead mushrooms today. But he's right now you're close.
You're close.
You're close to the answer.
You're close to the truth.
Oh my God.
But really, the United States, Russia, and North Korea are the ones who are in cahoots right now, and the EU and Canada are against those three.
Dude, the listener can't see this, but you're minority reporting with your hands.
Well, no, the globalists want for the United States to get nuclear fallout with either North Korea or Russia, preferably Russia, so that way the fallout's so disastrous they can start a one world government, new world order will take over. That's why they're running stuff against the fact that he denuclearized North Korea. That's why the press is like, so what? Bullshit. So they want us to go to fucking war.
You think CNN wants us to go to a nuclear war?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
I think they definitely don't want the Korean War to be
You've never
over.
hung out with like people who are like bazillionaires, dude.
No.
They're literally, they play risk with us. You know, you think like, oh no, we're fucking pawns. We really are. Like, there's a level of wealth that just we're fucking retarded against, dude. It's true. Like we're ants. We are. There's certain people that have so much money that they're just kind of like. I've hung out with the wealthy.
You have.
Ever since I started taking Lion's Head. No, I knew one guy who was pretty rich and he used to like call like he would just say like
one rich guy.
Yeah, he would call
mean to
construction
poor
people
people?
worker people. So he'd be like, yeah, well they're just like worker people. Yeah, man.
You're not wrong. I worked for a rug guy who sold like I didn't even know they sold rugs for like $80,000, but that's what this dude did. So we went to the Doubleday house, who Abner Doubleday invented baseball.
False.
So like
Debunked. I debunked that.
Was that not real?
Yeah, it's not true.
Oh, fucking somebody invented baseball.
No,
That's
I
where
know,
they got their money, I was
no.
told.
He is credited with it, but
That's sick. You did.
it's been debunked.
Dude, that fact had like no
Wait,
faith in it. I was like, throw it out there. Come
No.
on.
Abner
Wait,
Doubleday
but you
is
were in
credited
Abner
with it.
Doubleday's house, you're saying?
No, his like fucking great, whatever. But like that's where the money came from. So
Yeah.
it was like a clue mansion. It was fucking nuts. But like, yeah, I could see those people. Like they're different
Well,
than us.
I've painted
100%. Like,
in the,
Jesus Christ.
For sure.
Who the fuck was it? Some like ex-senator's house. I think it was a Specter's, Arnold Specter.
Harlan Specter.
I painted his estate. He's dead.
Who the fuck? Who did you think was Harlem Specter? Like 2 episodes ago.
I forget.
Scooby-Doo episode.
I forget.
The Harlem Specter. Dude.
Oh, we were trying to figure out who owned the Clippers, and you were like, "Is it Harlem Spectrum?"
But did I say that?
yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah.
You're like,
Okay.
Arlen Specter. What's his name? Harlem Specter. Like, yeah, dude, definitely.
Well, we were painting his estate, and like people like the one point they were throwing a party downstairs. They had us paint in oil because we had to like do all this shit. And then they came upstairs and they're like, "Our house smells like paint." And we're like, "Yeah, we just paint it upstairs. Of course, your whole house smells like paint." And they're like, "We're having a party." And we're like, I was like, "Yeah, okay. Well, it's kind of gonna smell like paint." And they're like, "Can't you make it go away?" And I was like, "No, it's a smell." It's like, so this lady came up as we were finishing up and just started going, "Sorry guys," and just spraying perfume just all over us, just walking through the room and just going, shh. It was like,
Oh,
it's
God.
crazy,
Weird
man.
shit like that.
Yeah,
The one
but that's
person
to
when I
them.
went-
Yeah, they grow up with like maids and shit, so they grow up with people who service them, and that's totally normal.
Yeah, the interpersonal
You know what I mean?
communication is
Yeah.
different. It's like talking to cyborgs or like iRobots. Like it's
Yeah,
there's
kind of
no glimmer of like
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day when I was talking to cyborgs.
an iRobot.
I was like, this is like
Dude,
talking.
you gotta compare it to something, dude. I'm like,
hear
yeah.
it. Yeah, it is different for sure. I mean,
Have you
but-
ever messed around with any like super wealthy
Yeah,
elites?
yeah.
How they treat you?
They treat me great.
It's interesting.
Well, they can sense that I'm pretty clearly aristocratic.
Yeah, they know I'm on to them. They know I'm.
They know you're like
They know
a-
I'm like a saboteur.
You're like a young worker that could really galvanize the people.
That's true.
So they're probably
That's true.
especially rude to you because they
They know.
Can, you know, they have the reptile brains. They can see you
what I'm saying,
and be
dude.
like, "This is like a young Che, dude. We gotta put him down."
I actually caused a ruckus. Well, not a ruckus, but I got up with some guy's ass yesterday in Home Depot.
You fucked a guy at Home Depot.
No, I didn't fucking guy at Home Depot. I got up in the tool rental. I got up in the rental guy's ass, dude.
Fuck the rental. Why'd you fuck a guy?
I didn't fuck a guy. I just fucking gave him a what for.
You
How
sure that
about
wasn't a Homo Depot?
Oh!
I just moved to New York.
No, I go in there. I went in there to rent a power washer, and this guy was. I was like, I need 50 feet of extra hose because I got to do my roof.
Oh man, this is the best start to a porno ever.
Yeah, dude. I was like,
I need more hose.
I need more hose. I'm on a roof, and the guy. But it's like, I don't expect people. There's like a weird thing about like customer service stuff. They don't smile. It's like, ugh, horrible. It's like, well, you know, it's kind of weird that you expect them to smile and be happy towards you all the time. But also, there's like when people are just total fucking assholes in those jobs, it does kind of piss me off. So I was like going in to rent a power washer. I'm like, hey, I need a power washer. He goes, okay. I'm like, all right. I'm like, where are they at? He goes, over there. Just like the whole time. Like, it won't say another. And it's, dude, so I'm like, and it's him and another guy. So I'm like, all right, this guy's a jerk off, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I need more hose, man. And he's like, we don't have hose. I'm like, he said, we don't rent hose. I'm like, all right, well, I got to buy it. He
This
goes,
sounds like a white guy.
black dude, old
I
black
know,
dude.
I'm kidding. I knew it was. I 1,000,000% knew that was clearly a black
Well,
dude.
because it was funny because it was an old black dude and it was an old white guy, and the old white guy was standing behind him the whole time, like he was just too like meek to say anything. Because I'm looking at both of them, like, what the fuck are you? And then so I'm in there. He's doing that shit, being
Yeah.
like, okay, I can't help you then.
That's the
Okay.
face.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
face.
yeah,
Remember
yeah.
the time I
Yeah,
tried to
I know.
explain to you the default black face?
Yeah,
It's that. It's the eyebrows raised, just like,
I know. I've seen it before.
we don't have hose.
Yeah, he was hitting me with that. He goes, I don't do
You're
that.
like, what's up? He's like, over there.
Dude, he's
like,
fucking.
God damn it.
So he's doing this shit to me.
Where's Teddy Hansen when you need him? You need Teddy Hansen to come square up with him.
So I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, man. I was like, I'll just go buy 2 hoses and I'll hook them up. I come. He doesn't say anything about that. I come back with the 2 hoses. I'm like, all right, man. What you doing with them hoses? You're not getting any pressure now. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm like, and I was like, I've hooked up 4 hoses to a power washer. He goes, you telling me? I'm like, are you saying? He goes, you're telling me then. And like all this shit. It was so fucking annoying. So finally, I was like, you know what, man? I was like, your fucking attitude sucks.
Oh,
I said this to this old man. I'm like, your fucking attitude sucks, and I don't want to deal with your bullshit. Fuck off. And I went outside. I had enough, dude. I was pissed off. I'm on fucking Lions, man, dude. I can't deal with
You
this
were on
shit.
Lions, man, during this?
Yeah, it came out, dude. So then I'm like, but then I go out, and I'm thinking, because he got in my head, I'm like, does he know something about power washers that I don't? And I'm like,
That's the Lions, man, coming in.
Yeah.
That's where normally you're so fucking masculine and aggressive.
Exactly.
That initial fucking, that was the old you.
Yep.
Coming out and being like, dude, suck my dick, fuck you.
Well,
Then you get outside and the Lions man kicks in. And you're
Just-
like, maybe there's something more to life that I'm not thinking about right now.
Exactly. So
Maybe
I
I'm
hit-
not being as open as I need to be.
I hit the next level, exactly.
Yes.
Well, kind of. I more so planned like vengeance. So I was like,
So you plotted vengeance.
yeah, so I was just kind of like, I call my boy Spud. And I'm like, yo, bro, because he knows a lot about painting and shit. So I'm like, ask him about power washer. He goes, no, you're totally fine. I'm like, I knew I was fine. And Spud goes, where are you at, the Home Depot? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, what, do you have problems with the old black dude down there? I go, yeah. He goes, yo, fuck that guy. Spud
Damn.
knows him. I said, Spud, I'm gonna go fucking avenge you, because he wouldn't give him.
Oh,
he
wait,
wouldn't-
is this turning into like a crime here?
No, fuck no.
All right. I know you got a lot of rope.
Oh, please, dude.
You're calling up your
Please.
other white boys that are workers, and you're like, you talk about that old black dude down at Home Depot giving you trouble? I'm fucking sick of his shit too, dude. Good Lord.
No, but this guy's a fucking asshole, dude. He's a total fucking dick. So I go back in.
I can't believe you went back in. I'm waiting
I
the
go
whole time
back
to see if
in,
you went
dude.
back in.
I
This
go-
is insane that you went back
Dude,
in. Holy shit.
back
dude.
in,
What
and-
the fuck?
he's all quiet. We're both kind of quiet. We're both sitting there. He's like, what do you need, 2,500? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, by the way, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I can put 5 hoses on this thing. I'll get tons of pressure. He's like, well, and then I look to see if my hoses match up, and I'm like, dude, these are ball bearing fittings that I have like the screw on. I'm like, if you just told me the hoses wouldn't match, I wouldn't have bought them. Why the fuck didn't you tell me that? He goes, I tried it. I'm like, dude, fuck you. You were saying I didn't have enough pressure. He goes, well, and he starts talking his shit. And then finally I'm like, because I couldn't rent it from there anyway because I didn't have the right stuff. And he just wasted my time by doing that shit by not being like, what do you need to do? Okay, and like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not doing his fucking job.
Exactly. So I'm like, dude. So then, as I'm walking out, he goes, he said something, I forget what it was, and I'm like, bro, look.
Jive ass motherfucker.
No. He said something to me like, well, if you would listen. I'm like, dude, how about you stand on that side of the counter with your little apron? I work with the tools. You just roll them out the cars, dude. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So don't go try giving
Jesus
people
Christ,
advice.
dude, it's a
Got this
sad old
fucking
man.
ass.
Damn.
I'm just saying, it's like, dude, why would you talk about power washers like you know what you're talking about it? I was like, you've never used, if you've used one, you would know you're wrong.
You hit him with that blue collar shit talk, dude.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
yeah, I use my fucking
Exactly.
hands.
I was like,
I
bro.
use the tools.
I was like, bro,
Jesus.
I use tools. I don't know shit about tools, dude. I'm like, I know a little bit. I'm so a good lawnmower can mystify me. If it doesn't start with a pull, I'm like, I got to squeeze the gas thing. Yeah, but so I'm talking shit, dude. I'm like, dude, I use the tools, bro. I know what I'm talking about. You stand on that side of the counter and roll them out the cars, whatever the fuck you do. Don't give people advice on this shit. All you did was wait. He wasted an hour of my day just by being an asshole.
Damn.
That's the construction world, dude. That's just, that's what you got to tell
I bet
people.
he runs
Fuck
that
you.
play like 7 times a day. I bet he knows that that's how that goes. That like he can waste an hour of some guy's day and like
You think he's
that
just
might be
you think
why he
he's
works
a-
that job.
What, he's just a time waster?
Yeah, just to troll people. Yeah, to be a fucking shithead.
No,
and
he's
then
a
have dudes
fucking asshole. He's not a time. He's a fucking asshole. He's not
He's
trolling
an old
anyone.
man who's bored.
He's a fucking asshole.
He was really good at it. Is what I'm
He's
saying.
surrounded by god contractors all day, dude, and he's just a tool boy.
Yeah.
You just call him a boy?
Holy shit.
Oh, you stop
I
it,
live in
dude.
New York now, dude.
Thank you. I was gonna ask.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I
Dude,
just moved
I'm
up to
in
Astoria.
I'm in like a
J-Pit?
Kanye
No, N-Train, right off the
futuristic.
end stop.
Wow, interesting.
I mean, me and Kanye, we're in like the future, dude. We're not this whole race game you're playing. We're just like, it's tough. We're just creative geniuses, dude. It's like, it's annoying.
Yeah, so
So what?
That old guy, dude. I'm telling you,
got
I think
buff,
he does
dude.
it on purpose. I bet he fucking
He's
knows how
the
to
fucking
how to
asshole,
fucking
dude.
rile
you
dudes
know what
up.
he did after work?
What?
He sat on Teddy Hanson's steps.
God damn.
And just
He traveled back in time and just fucked Teddy
sat on
Hanson.
Teddy's steps and was just like, this next motherfucking white bitch-ass jive turkey I see. Teddy came up and was probably like, oh, what's this, a power washer? He's just like, oh, hell no. Just... Oh, man. Dude, think of again, I feel bad shitting on Teddy. This isn't shitting on him. Teddy's a friend. He's a friend of ours. But it's thinking of a fucking alt comic just getting knocked around by a black dude in Philly is so fucking funny.
It'd be also really funny to hear about an alt comic getting like savagely stricken by a Jew. Just having like an old Jew fucking beat them up.
Oh man. Oh man, that's great.
That is good stuff.
Especially Teddy wears like all denim.
Yeah.
He wears all denim. He's got a jean jacket and denim pants, and then
I noticed that.
Long blonde hair.
I've noticed how
like,
that's
hey, what's going on?
Just, when he eats a shot too, that hair's going. Like,
yeah,
the hair,
like,
did he cut his hair after he got beat up?
No.
That seems like something that would inspire a crew cut. Getting your ass kicked by an old black guy on your porch, you're like, fuck it. You get there like just a USA Leave It to Beaver crew cut. You're like, fuck this bullshit,
I love
dude.
America. I love this country.
God, man.
I forgot. There's a guy on a fucking dirt bike in this neighborhood that is just fucking nonstop. People who don't live in Philly don't know what's going on here. Black people in Philly love dirt bikes.
Yeah.
More than anyone ever.
Well, you know what?
More than white trash. White trash fucking loves dirt bikes. Loves
they
dirt
do.
bikes.
They
Black people love dirt bikes.
I mean, dude, that's a
Philly black people love dirt bikes.
Dude,
Yeah,
they
they
run
do.
the street sometimes.
But it's
There'll
just
be like
that
60 of them
crazy.
together, and they just broad street lights don't mean anything, and they just fucking roll, dude.
Yeah.
But a lot
It
of the
is pretty
dudes
cool, to be
riding the
honest with
dirt
you.
bikes are
That'd be
usually
fucking
like
fun.
that's like the poor black neighborhoods. That's just poor people love dirt
Poor
bikes.
people
That's what
love
I'm
dirt
saying.
bikes, of course.
Regardless,
Across the board.
dude. Yeah. But they don't have like fields and shit to drive in, so
I
there's
know.
a whole element to being like a poor black dirt biker to where like you can just buzz through a city grid and it's like it's got to be fun as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gotta be fun as fuck.
And then when you got
Sure.
30, when they have like 30 of their boys, sometimes they'll do like 30 of their boys just blowing through lights.
Popping
And then,
wheelies.
did you ever see when the Crown Vic boys come? There's like 90 Crown Vics that like all gang up and like buzz down Broad Street. It's insane. Did you ever see those cars that it's like, it'll just say like Y2K King or like some weird
Oh,
shit?
yes.
So it'll be like Rough Rider Club and like there's this like,
Yes.
dude, it's so fun. I want to be in a black SUV Explorer club so bad, dude.
I was driving with
Did you ever see
Paul.
those? It's just like SUV Explorer, just like big time
Yeah.
car club.
Sitting on like 40-inch rims. Yeah.
I just, dude, that must be
They're
sick.
just
being
big
a-
boy toys, dude.
Big time, dude.
I was driving with Charles, and we got passed by one of those motorcycle, like, I don't know, gang, like, just a bunch of dudes.
I wouldn't call
Jump
them
over,
gang.
yeah. Whoa.
What motorcycle gang? I don't know. They don't have
Gang.
jackets.
Yeah, they're gangs.
But anyway, they drove past us.
Super
and
predators.
Me and Charles were talking. Here we go. He's getting set off. No, they drove past me and Charles, and we were talking about breakups or whatever. And
You were talking about fucking.
Yeah, that's where this goes. Yep.
All right.
That's
So
where
you,
it ends up, dude.
So you
That's
were,
where it ends up.
you were
You're
talking-
right. I'm learning about myself
Hold on,
here.
hold on.
Maybe I'm a fucking...
So you were in the
I'm a
car.
monster.
You were in the car talking to Charles about fucking, and a very threatening group of black people drove up next to you. And what happened next?
I said I'm really happy my ex isn't on the back of one of those.
That was a really funny racist joke.
No,
Racist?
Blizz
for
told me
sure.
about this.
Oh man, I don't think it was racist.
No,
just
it's not. It's not
It's
racist.
so different.
Blizz
and then
told me
also,
about this.
Like, it's really funny because it's so sad to see your ex with somebody new, but then also like it is kind of hot that like, oh man, she loved it.
My thing is, I heard that story. I heard that story from Blizz, and I was thinking of more like the crotch rocketers. You'll get similar gangs of like crotch rocketers too.
Yeah.
And as he was explaining that to me, I was thinking you were talking about like a crotch rocket gang. And Blizz told me that story, and I was dying laughing.
Yeah.
But now that the fact that you had a poor black dirt biker gang flying past you is like, dude, that's so funny.
Just like that would be devastating. Like Jesus,
That
man.
is.
Well, there's
Then
a
you
thi-
gotta-
there's a
I'm
thing
nothing like those guys.
Then you got to go on a
Fuck, dude.
mission. Like you're like Super Mario. You got to rescue the princess.
No, I gotta go.
You got to jump on all the black dirt bikers' heads.
Well, you know what? There's a weird thing, especially in rap, I've picked up on where like they'll talk about like how like a dude will like they'll fuck chicks with their friends and like share chicks and stuff.
Run a train.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's the black dude's version of like how like kids in the suburbs like jerk off together. black dudes in their teens will just like all fuck one chick.
Yeah.
And they'll like all
That
get
real?
head from
I
their
don't
neighbor.
know.
So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I think that's like a cool thing.
That's how
to
me
think
and my
about.
dogs rolled. I mean, we jerked
guys
off in
would
front of
share-
each other also. But
Wow,
yeah,
you guys took it to the next level. You guys just share babes.
First fingerage I ever had was with my dogs.
You
first,
guys
first
both,
hand
you both
jobs.
fingered, but that's true.
First
time
hand
I-
jobs was dual.
That's
as a
actually
group.
Dude,
whoa.
That's
whoa,
more
whoa,
sexually
you got-
diabolical than anything I've ever been a
your
part
first
of.
your first penile experience was a devil's threesome.
Yes, and we weren't the only two to get in that.
That's
What was
group
she, a
sex,
fucking
dude.
octopus? How did she
high
pull-
level
Well, no,
filth,
we were
dude.
just taking
Wait,
turns.
she was just boom, 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 boom.
next
out,
group.
get out.
Next group.
It was just
Yeah.
hungry hippo.
It was. It was, dude.
What does this girl do now?
She's probably dead.
Senator. Wildly successful.
Because she'd be in jail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. She can jerk off 12 dudes a day. There's no limit to what she
Yeah, I
can
think
do.
she was
How
on
many
line.
emails can
She
you
was
do?
on line said mushrooms, dude.
She
She was
must
on
have
a
been.
different level, just like.
And you were fine with it. As a kid, you were like, this is fucking sick. This
Yeah,
is
it was
weird.
fun. I was with
She
my
was,
friends.
she was basically just climbing a pegged wall all the way to the top,
Those are difficult.
to the top of Mechanicsburg.
just jerking her way up.
That was in a fort behind a shed
Homemade fort?
in Mechanicsburg. Hell yeah.
That's where
Plywood?
all the champions are made.
We built a fort.
Damn,
and
dude!
got
Think about
jerked
how
off
hot
in
it is for whoever's dating her now to get a hand job, and that guy has no experience. The fucking RP points this chick's hand has.
Yeah.
The fact that she was just like doing
Yeah.
fucking 60 days. He must just be like, oh my Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
where the fuck did you learn this?
all
And she's
business,
just
dude.
like thinking about the woodshed, thinking
She's
about
like, I jerked
Shane,
off 6 guys
his boy.
once.
It's like the
Was it a good hand job, by the way?
It was the first one, so.
First one I got hurt. It was bad.
Yeah, it was kind of just getting tugged on by us. She was in like 7th grade.
Were you touching your boy at all? Or how,
Well, we were all seniors in high school.
whoa, how old was you?
Just fucking around. I'm just joking. I think she was a year older than us. We were in 7th, she was in 8th, I think.
I mean, that's,
Or 6th and
that's
7th.
one thing for an
Yeah,
8th
Man,
grade
you
girl
were
to
a
do.
cool kid. You
I
were one
was
of the
a cool
that
kid.
happened in our school, but it wasn't with me. It was
God,
I'd
man.
hear about it and be like, God damn, those are cool
What if you
kids.
found out
It was
your?
a sick
What if you have a
fort.
daughter?
Yeah.
What
We
if
used
you
to
have a
smoke
daughter?
cigarettes back there.
Yeah,
You
that
wouldn't
was
have let me
sick.
in that
It was-
fort.
What if you
Like,
found
get
out
outta
your
here.
daughter jerked off
Might
6
have let
guys in a woodshed? You know what I mean?
Her dad shot himself in the foot. Like a few years later.
Wow.
Yeah, he was cleaning his gun and he shot himself in the foot. It's pretty funny.
Man.
That was a white trash mecca. This little neighborhood. There's big trampolines, pools. There's a basketball court, dirt bikes. We had a fucking dirt bike.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
it was full white trash. Just
What?
running around.
I'm still just trying to figure out
Do
why.
kids do that shit anymore? Like kids growing up now, like you used to be
Right,
able to be
dirt
an
bikes?
idiot.
Fuck no,
Yeah,
dude.
like
And she had a name like Misty.
of course.
She really did. She had a full white trash name like Dawn or Misty or fucking something like
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm just trying to think like what propels an 8th grade girl to being like, let me jerk all these dudes off.
A lot of coercion. A lot of talking her into it, dude.
Oh, you think that's one of those?
It was it was a gang of boys, dude. We were like, come on, come on, come on.
Jerk us off, yeah, jerk us off.
She would bring friends over from her school. We went to different schools. We went to Catholic school. They
I
went
mean,
to
that's
the
got to
public
be
school.
satisfying.
Yeah, you were a cool
That's-
kid.
that's
man.
gotta
we
be
were
a-
mixing
we were over there.
schools. That
Yeah,
was
we were
always
like,
a
yo,
cool
show
kid
us your
move.
tits. And they were like, show us your dongs and we'll show you our tits. We're like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. Those were the formative
Imagine
years.
like just imagine sitting there with like
That's why I'm a weirdo
imagine
now.
there
I got
being
none of
8
that.
people who are just so interested in the fact like yeah jerk us off and you're like that's all you gotta do and
Yeah.
you're like oh yeah that'd be awesome it'd be great and you're like, you like this like oh this is great and you're just like dude this is fucking wonderful this is so
They're
easy
like, you're so hot. You're so beautiful. You're so funny. I love you so much.
so smart
Those were the days.
getting jerked off with your boys.
I still have I don't know if I even still have it. I used to have a pretty decent scar on my elbow from a dirt bike accident back there.
Did you really?
Yeah. There was all gravel in the back, and I fell and fucking just road rash on the
I've-
white trash gravel, dude.
I've definitely fallen out of a go-kart multiple times.
I believe that. If you were on that MTV show Next, that would be your fucking bio.
I'm a multiple falling out of go-kart survivor.
I look at you,
Must
I
have been 3
think
tims.
100% multiple go-kart ejections.
Yeah, I fucking I almost cut my foot off with the ice skate.
We had this 2-seat go-kart. Growing up, I had a 2-seat go-kart. And so someone else would be driving. If they pulled the thing all the way, the other person would fly out the other side. 2-seat go-karts, they like stopped making them.
Yeah.
It was so dangerous.
It was just the roll cage, right?
It was,
Yeah.
this was
right
just
off the side.
There's no cage at all. This was a.
You guys didn't have a roll cage?
No,
Whoa.
we had this little thing. It was just a metal sled with a motor on the back of it, and then it went. So like you were sitting in it, and it went car doors like downward thing. So you just had like you were at hip level.
Yeah.
With any metal support. So if someone turned, you fell right out. Dude, when I was little, my brothers put me inside of a truck tire and rolled me down a hill. They rolled me down a hill, and then there was another tire set up for me to ramp off of. Is a tire that I was inside of. So
How'd that go?
I hit the tire and landed on my head upside down, and it was the first time ever the wind knocked out of me. I didn't know what it was. I just got out. I was like,
That's
You
scary.
crying?
my eyes out, ran.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to, any sport I played, when we played like kickball and shit, if I like struck out kickball, I would immediately cry. And everything would stop. And they'd be like, come on, man. And like my mom would be like, Matt, let Matt play.
Oh.
I would cry when I struck
Yeah, it's
dude,
little brother stuff.
yeah, but even like but even when I struck out in baseball like 7th grade, I was ready to cry
That's that
every time.
competitiveness, dude.
Nah, 7th grade, like around the... Yeah, when I was playing baseball, if I
Yeah.
struck out, I'd be fucking devastated.
Dude, I was literally
yeah.
fighting tears
Nope.
on the bench.
Yeah.
I was
so
like, thank
embarrassed.
God it's over. Fuck yeah, dude. Sit the fuck down. It's over. I don't want to be here.
I would strike out and go to the bench and quietly be like, and like I'd be
Yeah,
trying
for
not to
sure.
cry, dude. It
Nope.
killed me.
For sure.
My parents would be there, and I just go like,
I would have
I'm sorry, Pa.
fucking wave of relief that I didn't get hit by a pitch, dude. I was way outside the box. I hated baseball.
I was so scared
I was
to
a
do that,
fucking
dude.
pussy. I was just like, no.
Do that. I think we can all agree over that. I bailed anything near him, anything inside. I was out of the box.
Yeah.
Totally.
You gotta fucking charge the mound.
Dude, I'm telling you, my entire baseball career, I think I only hit my way onto base like twice. Getting walked was my ideal sitch.
Yeah.
I'd get walked and be like, nice.
Yes.
Like, once I was on base, dude, that was my thing. I was like, get me on base, dude. I'll
You're a
fucking
burner.
run my.
You're a burner, dude.
I was like chubby. I was like a chubby little kid.
Yes.
I remember my head being like, dude, just get me on base.
Just let me
I was
fucking
like a little,
spin,
I was a little
dude.
fat kid. I'm like, yeah, but if I get on base, I'm fast as fuck.
I'm burning, dude. I'm spinning.
I have zero natural athleticism. I can't throw. I can't swing a bat. And it's been like that my whole life. Like in 4th grade, the students played the teachers, and I was up to bat. And I fucking swung and threw the bat, and it hit a kid in the head. And he had to go to the hospital. Like the game's tied. He fucking had this so much blood. And I was just like, sorry. Oh, like,
Dude,
I got nothing. If you make me throw a ball, it
that's
will
so
not go
funny.
far.
We had in my grade school gym class, I think I was like 7th or 8th grade. They had like this lady who I realized like every gym teacher I've ever had is always like a lesbian.
For sure.
So like yeah, this,
I had one of those.
This lady,
Except for one I had.
we had a gym teacher. She used to ride a cat. Yeah, the one.
That's enough.
We had this gym teacher. This lesbian used to ride a Kawasaki Ninja to class to school.
Yes.
I'm just realizing this now.
It's fucking
Oh,
sick, dude.
man.
She was so weird, but like
Yeah, lady gym teachers are the weirdest people on earth.
She was bizarre. She made it this big deal to get this like different teachers would put on assemblies.
Because the gym teacher here, I'll get into your level of psychology here. Because a gym teacher, female gym teacher that's a lesbian, still has that nurturing side where she's like, I want to work with kids. I want to be around children and help them develop. But boy, do I love sports. I'm going to be a gym teacher. Get these kids into gear.
Oh my god,
I'm going to take my ninja down to class.
dude! She
was room on the Kawasaki,
So
dude.
we everyone like people would set up different presentations. I remember she made this big deal to get like this. It was like an African tribal song band or something.
I'm gonna bring in a couple of blacks banging on some drums, teach these kids about culture.
She was
Your
like
gym teacher's
well,
real
she
close to
was-
Macho.
she-
Man.
I know.
She was like, she was like,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was like 1992 woke. So she was like, we got like when Paul Simon started like going and like playing in Africa. So she had like. She brought these dudes and played this, and like I remember her like these guys came down there like JJ Kool-Aid.
They sang about Kool-Aid? She hired a bunch of black dudes from Philly, gave them dashikis, and was like, I don't know, sing about whatever you guys talk about. I don't know, make up a Kool-Aid song. I don't fucking know.
No, it was Kool-Aid. It was JJ Kool-Aid. And then like they're like, and they would go J, and they clap their hands, and we were all supposed to sing along, but our whole school just stared at them and was like, "What the fuck is this?"
No.
And then Miss Campbell, the gym teacher, stood up and faced us all, went JJ Kool-Aid. And clapped her hands. We all just still looked at her like, "What? No, we're not fucking doing this shit." So fucking.
That's
funny.
a horrendous bomb for those dudes to bomb in front of kids like that. You can't get them to chant with you.
There was definitely a couple girls, because grade school girls, they always were fucking annoying. They get up and be like, "I'll do it," and everyone's looking at them like, "Shut the fuck up." But then like, so that was his backstory on this lady. So we would do in gym class when we played baseball. I wouldn't play at all. I would just be the other team's manager. And then every call, she was the ump, and every call she called, I'd come out and be like, Are you serious, Miss Campbell? Get out of here. And I got ejected from gym. She made me go sit on the swings. So I was like, "You must be blind." Dude, it was so funny.
We had a gym teacher, a female gym teacher, that would call all the kids Snake.
Why?
Because I don't know, she was nuts, dude.
Hey,
she
Snake.
was like, she was in the military. So I don't know what, she was nuts, dude. But she'd be like, "Get him, Snake, get him." Like, kids would be like, "Come here, snakes." The kids in. And then it's one of the funniest fucking things ever, and it's not going to translate to this, but me and a couple of my friends were juniors in high school, and we were at a basketball game, and we were leaving, and we were walking past her, and she was just some crazy lady, but she like saw us walking by her in the stands, and she like leaned forward to like give us high fives on the way out, and she was like, "Senioritis, not yet." She like panicked and realized we were juniors. She was like trying to be cool when we were walking. She goes, "Senioritis, not yet." And we were like, "What the fuck,
Dude, I mean, I can't think of a Catholic school gym teacher of the hiring process was probably just like how they scouted and hired that position must be so fucking funny.
Oh, fuck.
High school gym was some of the most fun ever, because right after me and my friend Matt learned that like, oh, this doesn't count, because we had a female gym teacher, Mary Lodge, who was old and didn't give a fuck and like very diminutive. So like we realized like, oh, we can do anything. So like we would go play tennis, and like me and him had a thing called mega tennis, where like we just wouldn't play by the rules and just be like, and hit it as hard as we can at somebody and be like, "Boom!" And like, she'd be like, "Stop doing that!" And we were just like terrorists in that fucking class.
That's awesome.
It was like, it also won't translate, but some of the
Gym
most fun I
class,
had.
just wonderful.
I fucking loved it, man.
Just really
A lot of good
wonderful.
nut shots. I got hit in the dick once. That
Did
sucked.
you?
Yeah, pin guard.
I was
athleticism, dude. I guard the pin, and then I didn't tuck.
Dude,
I was fucking down.
I don't think there's a funnier thing than when we did gym class dodgeball, when it's boys versus girls, or like
my
mixed
God, it's a
teams.
massacre.
A girl would always get hit in the head and cry. It was usually my boy Bert. Like, "Watch this, dude," and he would just be like, launch a fucking ball.
You may remember Bert from the prison episode.
Say Bert, seriously?
Like literally, I remember. It's just funny when you're a little kid and it's like you're playing dodgeball, and then we had a girl who was like not retarded, but like totally like whacked some way. And I remember just being like, as a little kid, like, "Oh my God, I can't wait to throw this ball at this retarded girl. It's gonna be so funny."
Oh, man.
And you're just like, "I wonder what happens." You're like, "Oh, she cries. Never mind."
Dude, the last semester of like 8th grade or whatever, we did like pin guard, and the gym teachers were like, "Oh, this is great. It's the last day," and they were sitting on the mats, and like I forget.
What's pin guard?
Oh, I'm sorry, Greek dodgeball, same kind of thing. There's 2 bowling pins set up, and so
You say Greek dodgeball?
yeah, same.
What's that? Hiding in a room, not trying to get butt fucked.
You're on 2 sides of a basketball court.
We were playing pin guard. It's like, wait, what's pin guard? Greek dodgeball. Like, what the fuck are you talking
That's when
about?
little boys bend over on a couch and close their eyes. Their uncle fucking runs around.
What are we playing? Greek dodgeball.
It's some fucking dodgeball game where you gotta throw it and hit the beat. There's gator balls that were loud and thudding, but they didn't fuck anybody up. So this one kid was like ran up to the line to try to fucking really annihilate somebody and just turned 90 and fucking blasted the female gym teacher in the head. It's like, stop!
I wonder if that's part of like the female gym teacher test. Is like they just have like a pitching machine chucking softballs at you. And you're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa."
She ate it, dude.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
But we were little kids, so we didn't know to laugh. We were just like, oh my god. What happened?
There was this teacher in my grade school who fell down a hill. they used to take us out.
Shitty injury.
Did you guys have? You went to Catholic grade school, right?
Yeah.
So they did this thing where like they would take us to the cemetery. We have to like sit out in the cemetery and like read and like pray. It was really weird. Like sometimes we just sat near a grave. They would like sit, it was called a desert experience. This one lady used to sit us next to a grave. We each pick one. Then you have to sit and like read one of your textbooks near the grave.
What?
Yeah, it was weird. It was called a desert experience. This one lady made us do it. But as we're coming,
She's a fucking whack job, dude.
it was crazy, dude. It was insane.
How old were you when this happened?
Like 7th grade. 8th
Study
grade.
around
That's
death.
young.
We were just, it was like for
Death as a
English class.
concept.
We read like our novels or books. We'd read, but
You'd
still
read
weird.
books to dead
with
to tombstones.
on top of dead people. Yeah, it's
Something
called a
was going
desert.
on with that teacher, man. That was a fucking.
But I think that teacher was one who did it. The other one was like if you had to go to from the school. There's like an
This
old
teacher fell down a hill.
No, the teacher who that was a teacher. That was not the teacher who fell
That's
down
when
the
she
hill.
got fired for making kids go to a graveyard. You can't do that.
That lady was out of her fucking mind.
Falling down a hill is so
Dude.
fucking funny. Trying to run to keep up on your feet.
This was like a 65-year-old lady who was like, you know, she was like tall but like pretty, like not like fat, but she was a
She's a hulking
She's
woman.
a hulking old woman, and we were walking. It was like an October day, I remember, because like there was a ton of dead leaves on the ground. So she slid on one of the dead leaves, and then just tumbled like down the thing. And my cousin and my friend Bert. My cousin Pat, my friend Bert, ran down the hill pointing at her spinning body going, laughing as she's falling. And she just came in. She came in, dude, gave them both the 10. It was the fucking funniest thing. Because she got up and was like picking leaves out of it. And like, there was like, ah.
I could have been seriously injured.
Dude, and the one time, so there was one of our first grade teacher. Our first grade teacher died. The husband of our first grade teacher. Sorry, the husband of our first grade teacher died when we were in 8th grade.
How'd he die? Do you know?
He's just old as fuck. He died.
Okay.
I don't know. He just died. So then, like, you were allowed to go to his. I remember in 8th grade, like they said, like if anyone wants to go to Mrs.
funeral?
McGrody's husband's funeral, you can go to the funeral.
Yeah. Out of class.
You can get class. A lot of people took it. I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. I don't want to go. I don't like funerals. I was like, I'm not. Back then, I was an altar boy. I'm like, you want me to go to a funeral? You gotta give me $5.
True.
I wasn't going to a funeral for free, so I'm like, nah, I'm gonna chill in class.
Yeah.
We weren't gonna do anything anyway. So fucking it was me, my boy Bert, Pat, a couple people were just like, fuck the funeral, we're gonna chill here. So I think actually. Then like a bunch of people came back, but the teacher wasn't back yet because the teacher was still at the funeral, and the one boy was crying. This one kid, Casey, was crying, and Phil went up to him and was like, "I'm so sad." It was making like a crying baby face, or so then like he's doing it, and then a teacher walks in and sees him like, "Mama, Grody."
Oh my god.
So then as like a teacher's yelling at him, my cousin came up behind him going like to the teacher's head, and then another teacher saw him and he was like, oh.
Dude, did you ever have teachers cry? Make teachers cry
Yes,
from being
I
bad?
personally made a teacher cry.
We had this one. There's this one teacher, Mrs. Carnahan. And, dude, we made her cry so fucking much.
That's
like
so
every day
funny.
she was crying. But then she would sing at church. She would sing. It's not Ave Maria. It's like, gentle woman, peaceful dove.
Yeah, okay. Teach us wisdom, teach us love. Yeah.
Her and another teacher.
You were chosen.
Her and another clearly a lesbian teacher, the one that was a fan of the Hershey Bears, would double sing that song because there's two parts.
Stop, dude.
So one of them would be like, gentle woman. The other one would be like,
Quiet thought,
peaceful dove.
morning star,
So-
so shining bright. I know all those songs.
My
dude.
friend the Polak was like, he was like, Mrs. Carnahan, you're such a good singer. Can you please sing Ave Maria? she would sing it like on command, and then we would all laugh, and she'd start crying.
Oh my
But
god!
you could get her to be like, gentle woman. People would be like, you suck at singing.
Dude, we at my graduation, the practice, it was like we had an 8th grade teacher who like was total white trash. I don't know how she got this job. She had to try to read us, like, she tried to make us read Les Miserables, and she would stand up there and be like, and then George she couldn't even fucking like read that.
Dude, it is real weird. Like, I even think about this because my girlfriend's a kindergarten teacher. Like, think how weird these fucking, not my girlfriend, she's not weird, but like, when you're, well, she's weird as fuck, but when you're around kids and you're the only adult, like, think of those two fat ladies singing Ave Maria for like 27th graders. Like,
Yeah.
be like, we're going to go to the church. Me and Sandra are going to sing for you. Like, just making kids sit there and you stand and be like, oh. The kids are just like,
Yeah.
you're like, be quiet and respect this. Who laughed? Who laughed? Could you please leave if you're laughing? I'm singing right now. Could you please leave?
It's insane.
So you got a bunch of 7th graders just like,
You just have them
okay,
captive, just like.
okay. Like, come watch my talent.
It's funny because that's exactly what happened if they did that at any other job. The coworkers would be like,
Yeah, it was like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, you weirdo.
I saw a company-wide talent show one time.
Why would you
Yeesh.
participate in that?
I was at a
Oh God.
I was at a company picnic with my ex-wife, and like it was like, dude, it was the most bizarre thing to see coworkers do their talents for each other. Dude. It was so fucking weird.
You're just gonna get made fun of.
Yeah.
What do people do? Did anybody do stand up?
Well, no, they were just like, oh, there's Jamie. She's weird, and like Jamie got up and was like, and I don't know.
we had a lip sync dance in our school.
Did you really?
Hilarious. And there's footage of it online, and it is fucking devastating. I'm so glad oh God, it gives me so much anxiety.
Wait, if you guys doing a lip
Not me. But this was back when like Nelly was cool.
Okay.
So people are wearing like jerseys with like one sleeve up.
Oh my God.
And like fucking headbands.
In Mechanicsburg,
and
people were
baggy
doing
jean
this?
shorts. This is at Trinity High School.
Oh my God.
So there's a lip sync dance where all the cool kids come out and sing like Jagged Edge. It's a bunch of white kids trying to act black. It's hilarious. But then there's I'll never forget. It was one of the funniest shit I've ever seen. These two fucking weirdos came out that always were like, they were the weirdest kids in school.
Yeah.
Like school shooter level fucking
Yeah,
weird. Except
yeah,
they were
yeah.
like goth fat chicks.
Oh
There's
shit.
like two goth fat chicks came
There's
out.
like a couple of
and
nerd Laura
Yeah,
Crofts, dude.
For real, they came out and sang Evanescence. Wake me up inside.
man.
I can't wake up.
Oh my God. Were they lip syncing this?
Yeah, they were lip syncing, full lip sync, and the audio was a little low, so it was like the whole school is watching them, and there was no choreography at all. They were just like, "Oh man, wake me up! I can't wake up."
But the music was low enough.
Yeah, it was low enough you could hear them like, breathing while they were trying to dance.
Oh my God.
Would you
And
let
then-
your kid do that? If they were,
Fuck
I would
no.
not let my kid
Fuck
do that.
no, but
I'd be
that's
like,
if you're a goth,
I
obviously
would
there's
let him-
not a lot of parenting going on in
I
the
would
first
do
place.
if I had a kid and they're like, I'm gonna do this for a talent show. I'd be like, do it. And I would fucking be sitting there like,
Fucking rock on, dude. That's sick. That song rocks.
I'd be laughing so. I would just be waiting till you're old. And be like, dude, I would never say anything about it and just be like, pop it on the TV and be like, that's you.
then to follow them, so they sang Evanescence, and they were
must have
like,
crushed.
they were so fucking mean, dude. Everyone was dying laughing. It was the meanest shit in the world.
That's when people like.
Yeah,
You don't realize how fucked up people come up. Like, you know what I mean? Like
people are like, I don't understand Columbine. I'm like,
I was.
I saw that
That's
develop.
so brutal for them.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
actually tried to be themselves, and
Yeah.
everybody
But
was
it's-
like, "Boo!
You
This is
stink."
hilarious. They suck."
It's one thing to make it through grade school. Like, again, I'm with Shane. I was pretty fucking cool in grade school. I was more
I
doing.
don't know if you were that cool, but yeah,
I was doing out the bullies.
Yes,
I was,
hell yeah.
and like
You're a bully.
When people bullied me, like the older kids, it was still kind of like
Yeah, it was like your younger brother.
Like one time,
Yes.
the older kids who were like, I was like, I think in 6th grade, the 8th graders would like come out and beat us up and like bully us, but they still would like the one time this one guy, cool as fuck, Adam Brock.
What up, Adam? Shout out Adam Brock.
He like pointed out this nerd in their class, and he enlisted me and my cousin to beat up an older nerd. So like we got in a fight over just being like, yo, we'll fuck this guy up. Fuck
Yeah,
him, dude.
I did that.
Dude,
I got in trouble.
Like so like when you're like when you're in the recess yard, you're in the fucking ranks, dude, and you're like beating up nerds and shit. You make it through that life. You're the victor in that phase of your life.
yeah.
But when you catch like heavy like peer trauma and like 6th grade, like when you do a performance and the whole school laughs at you, I can't imagine how bad that fucks you up for later in life. Because like you didn't even like I got mostly flattened by life, like in the last like 4 years or so. But like I made it through a lot of years without getting crushed. So I'm kind of like I have that base level confidence from just like basically preying on people when I was little.
Dude, I have the preying on people.
That makes sense.
I was standing at the bus stop once, and the older kids were like, "Yo, you got to go beat up Keith Henshaw." And I was like, I'll fuck him up right now. Walked over, just sucker punched him from behind. Just beat the shit out of this kid.
This is terrifying for me. I didn't know any of these henchmen fucking deals were being made.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Keith Henshaw, dude.
And then I got older, and I
Maybe
did
not
that.
like that,
I got older, and I dished out a couple. I Tony Soprano'd a couple hits.
Couple fights.
I was ordering people.
That dude's
I made
tight.
fucking. I made. We were standing there, and Will Horvath was standing there. He's a big dog, real big dog. He's quiet. But he was like a Snorlax. He was like a big. If you run into him in the cave, you're in trouble.
The flute, you wouldn't saw it.
You sicked him on someone?
Well, he was just standing. I was standing on top of there was like a concrete light post.
Yeah, that's where you
of it,
should be. I know what you're talking
I was just
about.
standing on top of the concrete,
Just holding
light towers
court.
above everyone, and I was, it was literally fucking Horvath was down there, and then Gabe walked by. My one friend Gabe, who we used to pick on, but he's the man. But he was walking by, and I was like, Horvath, fuck him up. And Horvath just grabbed, like, they just started fighting.
I feel like
was beautiful.
That could be like a water, whatchamacallit? Like a water
Shed?
painting. What's that called?
Water painting? Renaissance painting?
Yeah, I was thinking like watercolor. Watercolor painting.
Water.
That could be like a watercolor painting of your childhood. Just you standing on a cement light barrier, just like pointing at two other kids to fight.
Fight each other.
Fight each other.
But I think it was like, I didn't think they would actually fight. Like I think it was probably me and Jared, because he was an instigator to this day.
Yeah.
Where we were like, Horvath, Gabe said he could fuck you up. It was one of those.
It
was like, no, I'll fuck you up. And
Well,
then
dude,
fight.
I mean,
Beautiful.
imagine.
Beautiful. And Gabe's a big dog. Gabe was.
Fucked him up.
I think Horvath probably gave him the business. We were young. Gabe grew into his body.
Oh, I got you.
Gabe was like he was like a Great Dane puppy. When he was younger, he could not. He would fall. He was good at basketball, but he would fall.
Makes sense.
And he was like,
he's a newborn horse.
he was real awkward. But then he grew. He got good at basketball. By like his senior year, he was fucking sick.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out Gabe, dude.
Yeah, I made two nerds fight one time by saying horrible shit.
Django and Chandy. I didn't go to these schools, or I didn't live this life. You guys are like, you got to pick them out, and then like you don't know if they're gonna do it or not, but you just send them, and then they do it.
Yeah,
when I was in seventh grade, there was these two nerds, and I was like, they're pretty similar level of nerd, and I like walked up and was like, I think I talked about this before. I just said like to John, I'm like, dude, Chris said, you're a fucking bitch. I just kept doing it back and forth, and like nothing would. It'd be like whatever. And finally, I went to the one guy. And I was like, dude, I think John was a peacemaker. Being like, I don't care. I'm not fighting him. And I was like, he said your dad butt fucks your sister, dude, and you watch. And he goes, nobody says that about my dude. And they go up and start. They literally, these two kids had no problem with each other, just because me as a seventh grader was going back and forth purely out of nowhere and saying that each one said horrible shit about the other one, and then just until they fought, and I was like, oh great.
You're guessing the password, just like
that was like some
dad
of my
butt fuck sister.
That was some of my earliest,
Fight.
dude. Some of my earliest ventures out into reality were just kind of like, I wonder if I tell these two guys are saying horrible shit about each other, and they're like, oh yeah, perfect. They fight.
Yeah, it works.
One of my earliest memories, dude, when I was living in Havertown, I was thinking about this the other day. I remember being a little kid, and I threw a rock into the street, and it hit a car, and someone honking their horn at me and running away, being like, oh shit, I just threw a rock at a car. And I must have been like, I moved out of Havertown when I was 6, so I must have been like 5. One of my first memories is throwing a rock at a car and getting a horn honked out of me.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's weird.
You were just out there experiencing life.
I didn't know. I remember just being like, psh, it was like, meh. I was like, oh shit, and like ran away.
Dude, you turned out great from a child psychology standpoint. Your first memory is like, like die damage. I can't even say it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
We used to do that. That was like the funnest shit in the world. Is especially when it snowed, hitting cars with snowballs.
Snowball's different though because it's not permanent.
You
damage.
throw some
rock
rocks.
is like fuck
Some
off.
rocks in there.
Dude, when we were little, we used to
You ever
get.
watch in the snow?
We used to go.
That's diabolical.
We used to go mini golfing on
Never did that
the
one,
the
but I
side
saw
of
it.
what? Throwing snowballs at cars?
No,
Rocks
putting
in
rocks in
snowballs.
your snowballs
Yeah,
during a
dude.
fight. I would do that every time.
That's a dirty trick.
Then I'd throw it and feel guilty. Yeah.
That's a dirty fucking
Well, my
trick.
house, instead of mulch growing up, had rocks.
Yeah.
So I'd always throw rocks. We had rock fights.
We used to take.
We had the best game we played was me and my friends would hide. We had a big rock in the front yard, and we would hide behind it, and my sister would throw rocks at us.
That's funny.
It was a fun game.
Me and my cousin used to have we used to have mud fights. Were you like?
Fight. We also had a game where my cousin Casey would float in an inner tube in the creek, and we would play basically bocce ball with rocks. See who could get closest to her.
That's fun.
And it would always just end up someone hitting her with a fucking boulder. These were big rocks. These were like...
Yeah,
throw
we're like
them
a
and try to
fucking
get
bitch.
a big splash, but then you
She trying to dodge him while she's
No,
going?
she would just float.
Oh my god.
Also, another game we used to play was called Prehistoric Sheep, where she would pretend to be she was older than us and would just beat the shit out of me and my cousin Patrick. That was
That's
the game.
hilarious.
That
Why
was
is
the
it
game.
called
Why was it called-
prehistoric
yeah.
sheep?
I don't know. That was a character her weird ass made up, where she would run on all fours.
And just fuck you guys
she
up.
was like a freak athlete.
What the?
I bet that was kind of fun when she was coming at you.
Wait,
Though.
It was
Trying to
scary.
get
She
away.
was
It was
the
scary.
prehistoric
Yeah.
sheep?
She was the prehistoric sheep.
What were you guys?
We were just
Getting your
Shane
ass
and Patrick.
run.
Shane and alt-right Pat running around. Yeah, she would fuck us
No
up.
wonder he hates women, dude. His earliest memory is just some
It's just
lady
his
on the
cousin
bar,
beating the
just
shit out
bare
of
running,
us.
fucking him up.
She was,
Exorcist
dude,
shit coming.
she was like freak athlete.
Yeah, apparently,
She was
dude.
like Westchester's all-time goal scorer. She was like a D2 All-American in soccer for like
Jesus
3 years,
Christ.
dude. Monster. She
That's
was running
hilarious.
around beating up old alt-right Pat.
Yeah, girls used to beat the fuck out of dudes. Like 5th, 6th grade, there was like, when a dude lost a fight to a girl, that happened often. That was
Never
like,
saw it.
whoa.
5th grade, I learned how to spear, like the Goldberg spear. Took it out on some
Yeah, you
ladies.
fucked up.
Started
Fuck, you
spearing some
fucked your
bitches.
sisters up.
Oh, they found out.
I remember this girl named Tasia beat the fuck out of the principal.
What school? Wait, what type of school did you go to?
Public.
Public.
Obviously.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a girl named Tasia.
Yeah.
White chick?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, wow.
Ruski?
Nice Jewish family.
She's Russian.
No, it was, there was like 3 black families in our community, so like,
Well, I thought you said she's Jewish.
yeah, I was making a joke. And Shane was
Ah.
insinuating of like Tasia. Yeah.
Tasia.
No, she I don't know, something happened. They had a lady vice principal who came out to the bus waiting area one day, and something happened, and then I remember turning around just seeing a hand come up. And
Tasia.
Yeah, Tasia landed on the side of that lady's head, fucking.
Tasia fucked her up.
Just down. Yeah, she was in a pantsuit getting fucked up, dude.
beat up by
She dressed for
kids.
business, and she fucking.
Oh my god, those are always like the harshest videos to watch. On like
There's nuts.
teachers getting knocked out by black kids in schools is like it's so fucking
Dude.
brutal. Dude.
It's so funny.
Everybody had no idea what to do. It was just like, what the fuck, dude. The
Yeah,
bus
that's
driver
tough.
didn't know
I always
anything
wondered
about
about that. If I had to teach and like I was in a real bad school, I would be
was a
ready.
really
I'd
good
be
school.
ready
It was
for a
nice.
fight. I'm not saying your school is
There's
bad.
some
but I'm talking
videos
about the teachers where the teachers get knocked out by students. It's like usually it take place in fucked up schools.
Those are
Yeah.
tough.
There's
It's
some
like,
videos of I watched one the
I
other day.
fantasize about like, dude, I dare some
fantasize
fucking
about
18
beating
trying
up
to
these
fuck
black
me up,
kids.
dude.
Yeah,
No,
but,
there's anyone, dude.
About slipping
Anyone
the
trying
punch,
to get
dude,
me
about
like that.
slipping and coming back, dude. Yeah.
There's one video now I just saw of a teacher body slamming a student through like a desk. Like the kid runs up to him and he fucking gets him and knocks
imagine
him out with a fucking slam.
Imagine
Yeah.
how long he's been waiting to do that.
Oh, that kid was probably such a dickhead the whole school year. The guy's up there trying to write something on the board. The kid's like,
He's throwing shit.
dude, the
Mr.
double
Gilbertson's a
hand fart.
bitch. He's like, writing on the charge. It's like, come on, guys. Come on,
I
settle
mean,
down.
dude, that's tough.
Yeah, one day, dude, he's like, I'm going to fucking powerbomb you, dude.
I'd snap. I'd fucking snap, dude.
They'd get in your guard.
I'd freak out. After I would be like, oh, okay. The third day of like pussy, faggot, I'd fucking snap, dude.
You never hear
I'm
about
not a
that,
fucking
though.
pussy. Fuck
Yeah,
you
no,
guys.
you do. There's videos of teachers, like white teachers, like white ladies coming into classes. They're so fucking funny. Because the
Really?
way the
I
kids
haven't
are
seen any
laughing
of
at
these.
him is like, like while these teachers like, this is why you don't have a fucking future. You don't show respect to me, you black asshole.
That's
And they're
what he
like,
says.
"Oh."
Who says that?
No, there's videos of teachers like dropping the N-word.
Like they totally lose
Full
it.
losing their fucking mind. And
Man,
it's
you
so
gotta walk
funny.
away, dude.
And the black
Damn.
kids are just dying laughing.
Oh, you know how funny
Oh
that is?
my god, making a teacher cry.
Exactly.
It's as
Yeah.
funny as it gets. We're full circle now.
Yeah, but it's probably we are, but it's also imagine making your teacher yell slurs is the thing better
That's
than
all.
making your
I
teacher.
mean, we never
yell-
understood
7th
that.
grade?
Yeah, if you were a black kid and you had the power to force someone to lose their job,
And if slurring,
yes,
oh
that's
my
the best shit
god,
in the
dude,
world.
that's just endless high fives.
Yeah.
I would laugh forever. Oh my god.
And also
See the
imagine-
goal break down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also imagine having the knowledge that your dad's probably not going to fuck you up after school. that just opens this day of school to just full fuckery.
Yeah,
I always had that in the back of my
thing that
mind.
kept
It's
me in
like
check,
if I get a pink slip today,
Yep.
I'm getting fucked up.
Exactly.
So like if a teacher did something, I remember I got like suspended and I'd like start to cry. I'm like, my dad's gonna hit me, don't. You're like, well, you should have thought about that. Oh man, you want to take a little break? Steve?
Yeah, let's do a
Take
little break.
break.
We're at an hour. We back.
We're back.
baby.
We realized we weren't utilizing our guests
True.
as much as we should. And we want to finish this podcast with. We're just gonna chat with Chris Wood. Also,
What's up?
Also during the break, I was checking out Matt McCusker's Instagram. Do yourself a favor, check it out. Go through the archives. It's a nice glimpse into the world of somebody who's
Old Mickey Cusker, dude.
who's just out of his fucking mind.
It's really funny.
But now we got the Woodman here. So Matt, you said you had something you wanted to ask Chris Wood.
Yeah, I heard your name was ringing in the streets.
About.
Didn't like you were chilling with like you, Blizz, I think some female comic, I forget her name, and then some guy just randomly started trying to like party with you guys at Fergie's. You had to shut him down.
Yeah, this was like a moment. Yeah, so
I heard you put this guy down.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at like standing up for myself and being like, I don't want to be a part of this. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but this is the thing I want to do, right? So we all had decent sets at Fergie's, and then we were downstairs debating comedy or whatever, just talking shit. But it was all comics, and then these two. We think they were swingers because they didn't know each other, but they were a couple and
I
they
feel
were
like you
on
come in
vacation.
contact with a lot of swingers.
I gotta be honest. Who else does? There's a lot of people that like are like pretty sure they were swingers. I don't think there's
a
as
lot
many.
of swingers, dude.
Have you
All
ever-
right,
All right, we're gonna talk about this next, but go ahead.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying,
What
I
happened?
don't have a problem with that lifestyle, but there's a thing where like,
All right,
they're
don't worry about the
close.
swingers. Don't worry
I'm
about the
just
swingers.
saying. Okay, so
these
dynamic,
swingers.
these two sit down.
So you guys were downstairs debating comedy, and then these swingers came up and started talking to you.
Yeah, they were like, hey, great sets, whatever else, and then like, hey, you mind if we have we sit down with you, and so we're like, yeah, fine. And then the one guy's from New Zealand, and he starts going at Charles and being like, so what do you think about the Me Too? Or like asking like really pointed, aggressive questions and trying to argue with him, and then also slip one-liners in. It was just the worst conversation
That's awesome.
you can fucking imagine.
Sounds like me.
Sounds like exactly something I would do.
If you were, but like, I was with my friends and stuff, and so I let that guy finish his beer, and then like I see Charles doesn't show frustration easy, but he's fucking tired of it, and everybody is. So I make eye contact with the lady, and then I give like a face of like, this is over, and she gives me a face and kind of nods her head, and then I look at the guy, I'm like, hey man, all right, I'll tell you what. We're just kind of hanging out here. I think we had a great night. This isn't working out, right? So
You broke up with him?
yeah. Once you guys
You
had to
broke
take
up with a
off.
stranger.
I broke up with both of them, and I made them leave.
Oh,
They
that's
were ruining the conversation. We were having a good conversation. And I was just like, we both know this isn't working out.
Kick them
You
the
guys
fuck
get
out.
out of here.
So then what happened? The guy left?
They left.
Oh, nice.
He left his jacket at the table, and I went to go hand him his jacket, and he like snatched it from me, all fucking mad.
God,
But
I'd
it's
feel
like,
so dumb if someone dismissed me like that.
Yeah.
But hey,
That's
man, I
tough.
don't know how to ask you. But if someone nicely asked me, like, hey, can you please go away, man? I don't like being around you.
he might have been on coke too. Dude. He was talking really fast. Like
From New Zealand?
It was terrible
Aussies
conversation.
are always on
New
coke when they're
Zealanders
traveling.
love Coke.
Which,
Aussies
hey,
love coke, and
You wanna have a good time,
New
have a good
Zealand's
time,
like
but-
Australia's retarded cousin.
yeah, exactly, dude.
Got a bunch of Tongas. So you encountered some possible New Zealand swingers, but have you ever been to a swingers?
No.
You've never swung?
No.
You promise?
Yeah. I've been invited a lot. Not a lot. That sounds horrendous. Can we cut that?
No,
Over
we
here
can't
fucking
cut
like,
any of this.
"Hey, oh, fucking,
No, wait, so
But if there's shows or whatever in rural parts of whatever, you've done weird podunk shows
Yeah.
that are out there, and like that your whole town comes, and a lot of those towns are just like there are a lot of
I think
swingers
you're more
out there.
plugged into
You
the
think
dark
there's a lot of
swinging
rural
world.
swingers in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. I did a gig out in like Shanksville where
Yeah.
the plane went down. It was like out there or whatever. That's how I knew it because the headliner was like, "Hey kid, no 9/11 stuff on this thing because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
close to it."
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's how I knew about it.
You're
And
like,
it was like,
fuck.
yeah, there's like because I was new and that's all I had.
Yeah.
No, they approached and I'm just like, I'm gonna go to Sheets and get a pizza. I feel good about
Sheets
this.
is in the building.
It's just
But,
that's a safe haven against swingers, dude.
yeah, I don't. I
Sheets.
mean, what house would that have been at?
You can claim what's that word? You claim
Amnesty?
Not I think it's sanctuary. You claim sanctuary in Sheets. If a weird Central PA swinger's trying to get you, you go to Sheets and be like, sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
I'll just give you a hot dog and an icy, and like, all right, you can get 45 minutes.
Yeah. Because I was like 6 months into comedy, I had a hotel room and doing a gig. I was like, I'm the fucking man. And then I got approached with that, and I was like, oh, I don't fucking want to deal with this.
Has there been any other incidents?
Evil. No, I mean, people talk about going to, like, I don't know. Didn't you get approached by it? You got approached by it.
No one's ever tried to get me in the swinger world.
Like an open thing or whatever? Like that whole...
I dated a girl one time. We were in an open relationship. Pretty much we were just having sex and she dumped me.
Yeah, that happens. No, I don't know. I've never been in one of those places. I just feel like I've been approached by, when I was with my girlfriend, I was approached by another comic, and that comic's significant other as like, yo, do you want to have a trade? We'll go to this place and we'll both trade. And I was like,
I feel like this happens among like Wawa employees. If you work at Wawa, it's like a never-ending threesome. Oh, I feel like there's a lot of fucking like sexual drama like that goes on amongst like.
There's a weird vibe. I turned that down immediately. I was like, nope. And also unfair trade.
Swap?
Yeah, unfair trade.
Unfair trade. I know the trade. Very unfair. Not a good deal.
Well,
I don't know. No, I never really gotten into it. It's an interesting way to live, but I don't think
you're just an appreciator.
I don't think I'm built for it.
Yeah,
no.
you're like a swing admirer.
Yeah, I think it's cool you live like that, but I can't do that. I'm not doing that.
I don't know.
I'll go fucking nuts, dude.
Swing and
that's also how all the murders happen. I've talked about you with this. Like love triangles is every murder.
Yeah, I can see that.
Swinging usually is for the ugly.
Bad
from
trade.
what I've seen.
Is it?
You ever see Swingers? It's like an episode of Real Sex on HBO. It's all like fucking gross people.
Or there's like one attractive woman and like a lot of dudes, a lot of truckers.
Somebody got their ass eaten in a three-way. Remember that?
Yeah,
I don't want to name them.
Not name them, but somebody's doing an unstructured story on stage that's really funny, and it's only funny because it's super honest about like I was in a threesome with a dude and a chick, and like I ate my ass.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait. So he's talking about it on stage?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so it's Teddy Hansen. The same guy got beat up by the black guy.
He's doing the bits back to back. He's doing I got my ass eaten by a dude leaning on a kitchen counter with I got attacked by some guy randomly. It's a really funny parody.
that fucking goes into your Central PA theory though.
Oh yeah, Central PA
Central PA gets his ass eaten.
I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, Wood's theory about swingers and sexual,
True.
It's just
rural
one
areas,
more.
That's all you got.
Rural areas eating ass.
He's poor and dumb enough. Yeah.
He's poor and dumb enough. No, don't say that.
I'm saying, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I wouldn't have named him if he didn't do that in the bit. Damn, Teddy's gonna have some beef with you, dude.
No, he's not.
You keep bringing him up.
Get the fuck
He
out
did
of
it
here.
at Philly's Funniest, dude. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna swing with this."
All right,
That's always funny.
Good.
It's
It is
hilarious,
fucking hilarious.
I mean, yeah, that's.
All right,
I'll
so
have to ask,
swingers approach you. What else is going on?
much.
What else is going on with you?
That's not nothing. I just work my job and do jokes. And also,
Work your
swingers
job.
don't approach me. I'd like to clarify for the audience. I'm getting set up here. Fucking, nobody's approaching me. I'm not a sexual dynamo. All right, fucking, I work a job and I go to sleep.
So that racist joke you made earlier about your girlfriend.
Yeah, dude. See, here's the thing. I don't want to be. I don't do race humor because I'm not good at it, and fucking, I don't even like doing it.
I don't know. That was a pretty good black joke you told.
I
earlier.
never know, and also I can't get an honest read here because if it is racist, you guys are gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, it's fine. Keep going." Like that's what I'm saying.
No, it wasn't at all.
It's not.
But no, so this is what happens with every guest we have on. I just end up trying to make them feel bad.
Dude,
No, but seriously,
I got the earmuffs on, dude. I'm in the corner right now, getting beat on.
how do you feel about the whole parents getting separated from their children immigration issue?
I don't know anything about it.
I mean, how does it make you feel?
It must be convenient.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's probably bad.
Which political party do you think is responsible for the legislation?
I don't know. I'm more of a lizard people guy.
Are you really?
Yeah, big time.
So you're a Republican. If you believe lizard people, you tend to be Republican.
I'm glad that
I'm out on the
I'm glad that
off the res, dude.
Republican Party is reviving itself through conspiracy theories.
That's fucking sick.
I mean,
Is it
dude,
really?
you're up against pretty much Hollywood and all of culture, like popular culture. And they're like, how? I remember like the Bush era was like, dude, no one will ever vote Republican ever again.
Yeah.
And then they just like, damn, did they ever flip the fucking script, man?
I don't know if
It's cool again to be a Republican, sort of. When I was like 8 years ago, it was like,
That's just becoming an old white guy.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
what always.
Good catch.
That's what always happens. The older you get, and you're just like, well, it's finally cool again to be a Republican. I guess I'll be Republican. In my college days, I was smoking doobies, talking about
20 minutes ago,
Wow.
you were fucking talking about screaming like an old black dude at Home Depot. Like, it's just cool to be a Republican.
you're full
That
Republican.
guy's fucking killing me.
Congratulations.
Oh my god,
You got your wings.
that's crazy. Dude, that's awesome, man.
No, I just.
It is sick to be a Republican. It is fucking tight.
Being a Republican's hilarious.
It's so fucking nice.
It's very funny.
I don't
So
think,
fucking regal.
What type
dude.
of grizzly? What type of grizzly is that?
They.
Your dip.
I don't know. Somebody's niece is a graphic designer or something at Grizzly because they got designs on them now.
Yeah, Grizzly's new tobacco
Trying to really show it off.
tins. This is wintergreen. That doesn't make sense. Anyway,
Your listeners definitely dip, right? I would think so.
no,
Come on,
not
fellas.
really. We got it. Most of our listeners. We probably got some dippers.
Why not?
We got some bulls that dip.
Maybe. Some
Yeah.
of your kin.
Some of my kin.
None of my kin don't do
What
that
like
shit.
are the wildest conspiracies you believed for like 10 minutes when you were like,
Dude, I used
'cause
to
you've
watch.
gone down holes.
I used to watch Ancient Aliens as fact. I used to think I'd watch that and be
Yes.
like, "Oh wow,
Yes.
dude! Like, they Ancient Aliens had me on the hook for a minute, dude."
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, no, I'd watch that. And I remember I'd watch Ancient Aliens, and then I'd go to my job doing demolition in the labor union and talk to this black laborer about like, yo, guess what I saw in Ancient Aliens? And he'd be like, He'd be like, yeah, dude, for sure. And I'd be like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that stuff's real. There's this laborer. We would talk aliens all day,
Yeah.
and we'd pick trash out of the ground. I'd be like, yo, dude, exactly. But tell me about
That's
this.
another thing. Also with dirt bikes, how that transcends both white trash and poor black people. Conspiracy theories, 100%.
Yeah.
White trash and black people just eat that shit up.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
For sure.
There's this one cartoon that's really well made. It's like 50 minutes long. It's almost an hour, and it's about how people from Mars existed and they came down and they had magic powers and shit. And then, what's weird is that the other group of people that fought them were Jews. And then there's a whole animated thing about how like they founded what's that old Aquarius or whatever? What was that city? In the
Atlantis.
Atlantis, yeah, the Jewish people made Atlantis with magic or something.
Dude,
I
you're
watched that
you're
and I
on
was
this
like,
level?
Yeah, I went. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It can't be that bad.
Conspiracy theories do usually
I
devolve
don't-
into the
yeah.
Jews.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
struck me as odd that like one of these groups is of made up people and then the other one's like a real thing. I was watching this like, what the fuck is that? 'Cause it was like Pixar animated. It's well done and like nice.
Well, as somebody who lives in New York now, I could definitely see how Jews get lumped into like magical fights. Because the Jews in New York are like, they're just medieval. Like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, it's pretty wild,
Acidic
man.
Jews up there?
There's a whole like community of that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Wild time.
I used to work for guys like that.
To acidic Jews?
Acidic Jews, man.
Nice.
Sucked.
Hasidic,
Really?
not acid.
Acidic, whatever. Acidic Jews.
Acid.
I don't know how to say it.
Acid
Acidic
Jews.
H at the beginning.
Yeah, the one time, dude, the one guy, the guy who was like the lowest on the totem pole or whatever, the lowest on the golem. He the one time like his boss was like yelling or whatever, and he was all the way on the other side. And his boss was yelling for him to come, and he heard his name, and this guy started running. It was like we all just started laughing because this guy had never run before in his life. It was like watching someone. He was totally just like watching his body and like moving faster than usual, and it was just so funny.
Was he in the uniform?
Yeah,
So he was running in
full out, and he's just like, and you could tell he like never really ran before, and he was just like, it was the fucking
God.
funniest thing.
When we did Nobody Died, your show, also July 12th, Nobody Died
Yep.
at the Knitting Factory in Brooklyn.
Yep.
Chris Wood, Beezer, they run a hell of a show. And right now the lineup is fucking sick.
Yeah, no, that's
Right
not,
now we got Mark Norman, we got fucking Danny Soder, we got the Bulls coming
that's
through.
a really strong show.
It's gonna be a great show,
And it's
it's the Thursday
Whoa.
night before
Yeah.
Skankfest, so there should be a
So
lot
many
of
people running around.
lot of
That'd be
Bulls
tight.
in town.
That's
So
gonna
that'll
be a
be
really fun
really
show.
great. But when we were up there for that, it was like the last one. It was like fucking 95 degrees, and you just see these Jew Bulls in those uniforms. That must be
They gotta
fucking.
love God.
That must be
Oh,
hell.
and that one piece.
Oh, good
Man.
God! That fucking big suit with a fucking hat on. You got long hair and a beard.
Yeah,
Those
but
guys
dude-
must
yeah, but
fucking
dude, think
smell.
about-
They must smell so.
Think
fucking
about how
bad.
strong their covenants are, though.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta love
Think
God.
about their covenants,
You got
dude.
good covenants.
heavy wool.
Heavy sons, dude.
You got thick sons.
Plentiful food. They probably have
They
plentiful
do have
food.
chubby sons. They got nice chubby boys. They all have the palest fucking skin
Yeah.
known to man too.
Yeah, man.
That'd be so hot, dude. Fuck that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I mean, I understand, but like, I can't be wearing that shit. It's like heavy wool. Ugh.
We were driving home the next day, and there was just this real fat little kid Jew. This little fat Jew. And Kyla was like, there's Shane if he was Jewish. I was like, you fucking bitch. It was funny as fuck, though. Just this big little fat kid just bossing, just a Jew boss, dude.
That's fucking hilarious.
So, Woodman.
Yo.
Remember
you told
when-
the Jew Golem story on here? About that gig in like Quarry Town or
Oh,
something?
that was the best. That was like the first time I think I like figured out what I really liked about doing stand up, which was just making myself
Because you had
laugh.
to do 45 minutes. And
Yeah.
I remember that.
And just midway through my set, I just started telling the crowd that I was a Jewish golem. It was in an old mining town in Pennsylvania at a place called the Coal Hole, and it was BYOB. So we were getting shift. I was like chugging beer. It's like the first time I had to do 45 minutes, and I was like, "Who wants to fucking chug beer? I'm a Jewish golem."
So I remember earlier that day,
a message in
I think
my
you were
mouth.
you were joking around about golems and stuff.
Yeah, how fucking
Just
sick
fucking
that
around,
is.
yeah. And then it was just like almost just an inside joke where you went up to, I was sitting there, I was like, "Cool, we were talking about," it. And like, dude,
Holy fuck, a golem.
and you were laughing so hard.
I was crying.
It was so fun.
I was on stage crying at myself, saying I was a Jewish golem to like a bunch of miners that were like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?"
had a blast.
They were going nuts.
That was fucking hilarious.
Charles told me the story, and he was like, they were like hammered and being like, "I'm a Jewish golem. Put a message in my mouth and I'll do it." Which is like the mythology of a golem is that you write a thing and then like, it's like a robot.
Yeah.
So you're just screaming at these people. They don't understand on any level. And you're like, "Write a message down. Put it in my mouth."
It's so
It
funny.
was fucking hilarious.
It's so
But
funny.
I also remember the time you didn't know you had an accent.
Yeah, it's
thought
really bad.
he thought his
Sorry.
accent. I remember he was
Wait, you thought
telling.
you had, like the regional, the dialect?
He didn't know he had a hard read. You have probably the most
Yeah,
Philly
bad.
Philly Delco area accent I've heard.
I
Like,
thought
full on
6
fucking
Well, he's
Like
got Jersey.
Which is there a difference?
Very close. But yeah.
It started in Westchester, so it's there.
got
I
Oh,
bad,
that'll calcify.
bad.
Yeah.
normal and started
Ass.
Yeah, dude.
Bad.
So and now
So bad.
I work in Delco, so everybody at the shop, I can't distinguish myself. When I first got there, I was like, "Damn, these guys have a thick accent," and now I can't.
Yeah,
distinguish.
that's
Now
you're in
I
Clifton
can't.
Heights. That's
Yeah.
like the thick, like Delco Brogue down in Clifton
Yeah,
Heights.
Wood's accent,
Dig,
because
fucking
we were
dig.
making fun of Beezer's accent,
Yeah.
and Wood was jumping in, and I was like, "What the fuck are you laughing at, dude?"
I didn't know I had one. I asked a girlfriend, and I was like, "Oh, 6 is way worse than mine, right?" And she's like, "No, yours is
You're
really
the
bad."
most. Yours is so bad.
Like, I can't go get an office job now. It's done. I'd have to learn how to speak again.
No,
before,
there's Delcos who get their way in office, but those be in a cubicle like, "Yo, dude, I don't know, dude. I called her
Yeah,
like
the
3
printer's jammed again. I don't know how to use
Hey,
it.
where's the ink at, dude? Fucking-
You got any more ink? Mine's
Okay.
so bad in my ass. The fax is jamming on my ass again.
I hear
Wood-
myself doing it and I can't control it.
We were playing NHL, and Wood got a phone call and just answered it. And he was like, "Hello." And we've literally been doing that ever since. Just hello, hello. It's the weirdest fucking voice. Dude.
Yo, I'll never. The funniest thing at the house, I'll never forget this. We're all sitting there playing video games, and I remember it was like some chick was supposed to come over or something.
Oh, it's great.
I don't remember. I might have had food
Two
poisoning.
different chicks. Wood had he had the feelers out. He was getting pussy.
You were like, you had 2 different chicks that were supposed to come over. And you're like, first one that calls me comes over.
You're like, "Oh no, I got a couple chicks probably coming over here."
We're sitting playing like, yeah, whatever. And as we're playing, they both slowly canceled.
Like, whoever gets the phone call first gets daddy's dick.
Such a fucking idiot.
No, this is great.
No, so
Oh,
then I remember, like, I totally forgot about it. And after like 2 hours, Shane's like, "Dude, where are these girls at?" You're like,
of course, I didn't forget. I'm
you're
such
like-
a fucking cocksucker.
"Oh, yeah, they gotta go to work in the morning, and I don't know."
Dude, so we would play
funniest thing I've ever
NHL. We would
seen.
play NHL, and it was always me and Matt versus Wood and 6. And Beezer and Wood
This is very funny.
And I'm really good at NHL.
I'm horrible.
And Matt's bad, but I could,
Matt's not bad, but he knows how to play his role.
Yeah.
He understands his skill set and he facilitates.
He knows I'm going to fucking feed him the puck, dude.
Exactly,
he knows there's going to be some one-timers, and especially what made it better was having him be the one to score on you guys, like to be like, damn,
so
Look how diabolical this is.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
this
good
is
at
all strategy to make us lose our fucking minds.
I was good enough to make Matt be the one who won for us, so I could be like, fuck yeah, Matt's so good.
Oh god.
So we'd be playing, and their team was so fragile. The Beezer and Wood would turn on each other so easy. Like all you had to do was be like, which one of you guys is red? Like, who's got the red icon? They're fucking this up for you guys. And then whoever it would be like, whoever was not red would be like, I know! You fucking suck, dude. Give me the fucking puck.
You ran this play a number of times. You would always pick sixes on purpose because six would quietly be like, yeah, it's me, dude. Shut the fuck up. But then that would let me clue in because then I would stir because I was better than six. I was like, nowhere near as good as you. So I fucking loaded up, dude.
I don't
No, but the
I'll
best.
get rolled. Nah, I probably win.
I think there was another time where
Red can't score.
Red can't score,
and then
Red
I
can't
would
score.
quietly be like, Red can't score. Red can't, and you, all right, dude, shut the fuck off.
There was also one where I think it was you versus six, where I played you from the couch.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that
You thought you were playing six.
He was playing. So
secretly
six
had
was
control.
standing there with the. They were both sitting right in front of the
I don't
TV,
know
and I was on the
anything
couch.
about this.
I was on the couch behind him playing as six. He just had a controller that was off.
Oh.
You lost like 4-1, and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
We were fucking friends.
That was so funny
You're like,
because you were talking shit. You were like, "I'll fucking kill him, dude."
So funny.
I was doing like spin moves and deeks and shit.
Oh
You're like,
my
"Oh,
God.
what the fuck, man?
Yeah, you been fucking playing? Dude?
Where the fuck is this when we're on the same team, dude?"
Red can't score.
Red can't score is oh my god,
Dude, the best was that like because I was like probably the second best or close. I got
yeah,
close
yeah.
to beating you.
Yeah,
every
we had some
now
good
and then,
games.
right?
I think you did beat
Yeah.
me. A couple
I did
times.
beat you eventually, but
Yeah.
what was funny about that when I did beat you, I would just there was nothing. It was like I was beaten down so bad that even like a little bit of hope, I was just like, this is fine. And then like, when I was there, I was totally broken.
There'd be games that were like 12-1.
That's what I'm gonna tell.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna fucking say. Is that one game where I was like, I'll play it, and like, you would turn it on the third period. You would let us play, and then you would fucking hunker down and like have a deep exhale, and I was like, oh, here it comes.
So fucking lame. I would get serious and like, like lean forward in the chair. You'd be like,
But I would
"Oh."
get nervous from it. I was like, that horn's coming, dude. Because when you score in NHL, it's like, fucking, it's awful. So, but you played hard the whole game, and you fucking rolled me 12-1. And then at the very end of it, I had gone through the ups and downs of like, I'm trying, I'm giving up, I'm trying to laugh with you about how bad I am, I'm trying again, I'm giving up again. And it was the end, it was the last minute counting down, and like, you picked a fight with my goalie, and I hit the triangle to fucking accept it by accident, and then you beat the fucking shit out of my goalie, and you rolled me 12-1, and then like, it was Patrick Waugh from the Avalanche. I still
dude.
remember it.
Amazing.
I
And
gave
Wood-
up fighting like after the first couple.
Wood
pucks
was so like the way you would commentate on the games was so fun. Like I would start to score and he'd be like, "Don't laugh at him, don't laugh. Like, he's trying. Skate to the other."
He's on your team. Come on.
I would lay someone out. He'd be like, "Oh,
You're talking to my team, trying to conjure voodoo to beat you.
oh, fuck." Those were so, dude. Getting you two to turn on each other was like my favorite fucking thing.
That's some of the hardest laughs.
And then, like, it would always be like, "Yeah, we don't care, dude. We're not mad. We're not mad." And me and Matt would be able to just be like, "Woo, yeah, dude, we're the best, dude." I'd be like, "Yo, I fucking love you, dude." Like, it would be so annoying.
Dude, the games where Brittany came down every now and then were brutal. Those were
my
like because
God.
she knew what was happening, and she's funny
would
enough to
cheer
be
along.
like, "Nice, here we go."
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
she would jump in.
Like,
after
"Come on,
you guys
baby."
would- yeah. And when you'd score, it'd be the fucking horn, and then you'd hear like,
Yeah.
Or she like
We're the
Blackhawks,
Blackhawks.
too,
We're the
yeah.
Blackhawks.
"Oh my god, dude!"
Oh my god.
Those
And that's
were games.
another dick move to be the fucking Blackhawks.
I know.
Dude, fucking Patty Kane out there dangling.
But we were so worked up, we were like, we'll beat them with the Blackhawks. It doesn't matter. We believe in ourselves.
Oh man, fun times.
Yeah,
fun
I would
fucking
play that
times.
again. That'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Hour
Anyway,
and
nobody
a half.
died on July 12th.
Hour and a half. Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
died July 12th.
It's
the
a-
Knitting Factory in Brooklyn.
It's not a straight stand-up show. It's like a storytelling show, but it's done by stand-ups, so it's like a single narrative thing, but it's not serious. There's like laughs. What the fuck, dude? This is about playing NHL again. Don't beat the fuck out of my goalie. We got through this. I feel all right about it.
Yeah, that'll be good. July 12th. Go to that in New York. It's lit. I'll be up there. That's just where I live now, so it's like
Yeah,
I'll probably
kicking around.
hop on like the fucking H.
You gotta get
head
short
down.
shorts first, though.
I do. I've been getting ridiculed by
Dude.
my fucking fashion forward roommates
Dude,
about
if
wearing
you-
baggy shorts.
If you just went up there and just went like full short shorts in New York, that
my
would be a
God.
power move, dude.
I can't do that.
If you just would,
I can never betray myself.
If you came back in short shorts and had like a shitty bit about like the train and then like homeless people,
I
I'd be
know.
like, that city got him. It's over.
That'd be awesome.
That city ruined him.
That'd be so tight.
I'll never do that.
Be like, so I've been in New York. People, I watch people do that for real.
Yeah, they always do that.
I'm a New Yorker, and
Everybody that leaves Philly and goes does stand up in New York comes back usually at like the Raven,
All your premises
and
are
every premise
that.
is like. So I was on the. I almost like.
Ah,
It's like so I was on the fucking subway and like homeless people say crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, that's it. That's New York.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
I see crazy stuff in there. It's like cool,
Yeah, cool beans.
but you should go there and watch the show.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be,
It's
it's
good
a really
to
line
emigrate
on
to
that.
New York every now and again.
Yeah, you gotta get up there. Gotta get up there.
Get the, what do you call? You don't call Philly the city. If someone calls like, I'm going to the city, and you go, you're going to the city?
If somebody's
Oh,
like,
you're going to Philly. That's,
yeah. Oh, you mean
oh,
Philly?
oh, when I say the city, I just think it's
Yeah,
New York.
dude. If somebody's like, I'm going downtown, I'm like, oh, sick.
Oh, so you're going to Manhattan?
Manhattan. Once you're from New York, you start pronouncing the names correctly.